following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Trippin' Ain't Easy. To another episode of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson. We are on episode number 27. I am your host, Trip Simpson, in the building.
The king in the north! The king in the north!
That's right. And before we get down to business tonight, first and foremost, we got to take care of our business first. Let's go.
Family moving up in the business. I know you're going to look after family.
What family you talking about, Ice?
Fuck, I look invisible, nigga.
That's right. I'm not invisible, so do me a favor. If you're watching on YouTube tonight, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and select all. If you're watching on Facebook, hit that like button, hit that share button. Also, don't forget to comment in the comment section below. If you're watching on Twitter, don't forget to retweet. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And no matter what platform that you're watching on, always leave a comment in the comment section below. Now, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, before we get started today, we got a little celebration on our hands. That's right. If you haven't heard the good news, I have finally hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Now, I know what you're thinking. 1,000 subscribers doesn't sound like a big deal. Doesn't sound like nothing to write home about. But in actuality, on YouTube, that's definitely something to write home about. That's definitely something to celebrate. Because once you get to 1,000 subscribers, you can get paid. Once you get to 1,000 subscribers, you get monetization. So definitely, in honor of 1,000 subscribers, we ain't going too hard. We got some basic shit tonight. Hold on. We got some basic shit, but we're going to pop us a bottle. We're going to pop us a bottle tonight, man. And real quick, before we take a drink at any point on this show, you know what we got to do.
Any attempt to restrict drinking and driving here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common this when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving, and pretty soon we're going to be calm in this country.
So let's go. 1,000 subscribers. Let's get it. All right. Now, back to business. All right. So the first story that we have going on today, and keep in mind, we got a lot to talk about tonight. The main thing is going to be The main thing is going to be we're going to do a reaction to a couple of clips from the Cam Newton Funky Friday podcast with Charleston White. The interview was off the hook. We're going to get into that a little later. Got a couple other stories I want to get into first. A couple of things that's been buzzing in the news this week. Oh, man. Hold up, though. I forgot what I got to talk about. Did y'all see my IG? Oh, shit. Hold on. God damn it. Technical difficulties. Give me a second. All right. We're good. Had to get my camera settings together, but all right. So yeah, the IG was going crazy last week. The Instagram and the TikTok was going crazy. Did over 500,000 views on Instagram and did over 300,000 on TikTok. Based on my commentary on the Mary J. Blige Danny Boy situation. That shit went crazy. Seen my shit on a couple of other popular podcasts. So really quick, shout out to those creators for putting me on. My following really went up pretty big on TikTok. I went from like 150 to almost 1,000 followers in a few days. So things are on the up and up. Things are on the up and up, and let's just continue to move these numbers. Let's continue to work. Of course, the content that I talk about isn't as popular as most because my opinion isn't as popular as most people's. I tend to give the raw and uncut truth. So I appreciate the 1,000 people that I have on here now and the over 2,000 or 3,000 that I have on Facebook that's watching, not live, but who are actually followers. So, like I said, I appreciate all that. Now let's get into the first story. We got this Jeezy and Jeannie Mai situation. So, if you haven't heard, Jeannie Mai has recently come out and said that Jeezy was cheating on her. She said that Jeezy was cheating, and to nobody's surprise, Jeezy has denied the claim. So let's get into this article real quick from Complex, and we'll break this story down. Jeezy addresses Jeannie Mai's infidelity claims, calls them 100% false. Mai suggested that Jeezy, after she asked to uphold the penalty of divorce, filing that claimed a partner that cheated would suffer consequences. All right, let's get into it. Jeezy has responded to the cheating allegations regarding his divorce petition with Jeannie Mai. On Saturday, a spokesperson for Jeezy released a statement on behalf of the rapper to US Weekly denying that he cheated on Mai. According to the statement, the allegations are entirely untrue. Any claim of infidelity on Mr. Jenkins' behalf are 100% false, and we have no further statements at this time, Jeezy's representative told US Weekly. The statement came after TMZ reported that Mai suggested Jeezy had cheated on her after she asked to uphold a penalty from the divorce filing that stated that any party that cheated during the marriage would have to pay up. And she also requested an equitable division of all marital assets. Wife further shows that court should enforce paragraph 8 of prenuptial agreement regarding infidelity, Mai claimed in the court documents. The clause provides in pertinent part that in the event that either party engages in sexual relations, an emotional relationship, or is emotionally or sexually suggestive in communication with a third party, shall result in a significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party as specified in said prenuptial agreement. Jeezy filed for divorce back in September after claiming his marriage with Mai was irretrievably broken and that they were in a bona fide state of separations. Things got interesting when he did an interview with Nia Long where he explained how difficult the divorce has been and claimed a real N-word doesn't cheat, which set social media ablaze after the cheating allegations surfaced. The Atlanta native is asking for joint physical and legal custody of his 20-month-old daughter, Monaco, which he shares with Mai. Mai, on the other hand, is asking for primary physical custody and sole final decision-making authority with Monaco's care. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Same story every time. I mean, do we really need to even break this down? I mean, bottom line is, Jeezy saw the writing on the wall. He filed for divorce. He got away from this broad, and now she's grasping for straws, trying to get something out of it, trying to get her lick back because she's quote unquote embarrassed. And for the most part, when a man files for divorce, the women are very, very, very embarrassed, and they'll go to crazy lengths to try to prove their point. Ask me how I know. So, anyways, I mean, I think this whole situation, as far as the cheating allegations go, it seems like cap to me. I think that Jeezy's a smarter man than that. I don't think that Jeezy would file for divorce out of nowhere, knowing that he has a prenup, knowing what the stipulations are. I don't think he would file unless he knew he could get out of this clean. So, shout out to Jeezy. Shout out to Jeezy. Hopefully he can get through this without getting robbed. He's got an ironclad prenup in place. I don't think he cheated on this chick. And one thing I do want to point out is, look, let's go back to this article real quick. Because this is the difference between when men foul and women foul. Jeezy is the plaintiff in this situation. He asked for, where is this at? Joint physical and joint legal custody of their daughter, while Mai asked for primary physical custody and sole final decision-making authority. Now, how are you supposed to co-parent like that? This is the shit I be talking about, man. This is the shit I be talking about. And men always get a bad rap in a divorce when, for the most part, we're the ones trying to end things amicably. But it's the women who are going for the throat. Now, what makes you think you should get full decision-making of my child when we got an even split? Why should you get full sole custody? Why should you get primary physical custody? For what? I know why. Because you're trying to tag me financially. Fellas, pay attention to this shit. If you're ever going through a divorce or a custody battle, do not accept anything less than joint physical and joint legal custody. A lot of you stupid ass niggas, see, y'all listen to the women at the end of the relationship and y'all end up screwing yourselves. You want joint physical and joint legal. You want equal parenting opportunities with the child. If you don't do that, guess what's going to happen to you? They're going to tax your ass.
Blood clot.
They're going to tax your ass. So shout out to Jeezy for being smart, man. We not playing that primary and soul shit. Nah. We not playing that every other weekend shit. We going 50-50. That's what you niggas got to get through your heads. 50-50. Anything less is financial suicide. Now let's get to the next story. We got this Saucy Santana situation where he was, I can't remember the name of this damn podcast that was interviewing him, but once you guys see the people on there, you'll notice who they are. So Saucy Santana was recently interviewed by these guys, and they asked him a very interesting question. So without wasting any more time, let's get into that. All right, let's go.
I'm interested, man. Do you want kids?
I think for me, just being honest,
I'm just worried about how to raise a kid. And just me being gay, and I feel like if I have a son, I wouldn't want my son to be gay. And not because nothing is wrong with it, but because of everything that I went through.
Can I ask a question though?
Yeah.
You
know, I just feel like I want better, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if better is the right words, because not saying to me nothing is wrong with being gay, but
just
like,
you want the world to treat gay people better.
Yeah.
And you can't control that.
And you can't control that.
I get it.
You know, I just feel like I want.
So there we have it. So this is Saucy Santana basically saying that he doesn't want to have a son because he doesn't want the world to treat him wrong because he's gay. Now, in 2023 and beyond, in the United States of America, there ain't no way in hell you could still be out here trying to cop please like gay people aren't treated like first-class citizens and above. See, you can utter one thing about this community, and without facing the threat of a fake ass you can't utter one thing about this community without facing the threat of a fake ass cancellation. So off the break, miss me with all this shit about the LGBTQ and their treatment. Y'all are good as gravy in the USA because anytime any little thing happens to you guys, you play that card and you get your way with everything. Now, I do believe him when he says he doesn't want his son to be gay. See, these guys know all the fuckery that goes on in that community, especially in the black LGBTQ community. And this ain't no disrespect. I'm just keeping it a buck. I keep it a buck about everybody on this show. But yeah. So naturally, based on what he's seen, of course he wouldn't want that for his son. Another thing that's never talked about anymore is how a lot of these guys are ended up actually becoming gay. A large portion of that community, especially in black society, come from some sort of significant trauma. And at some point in their childhood, whether it's early or late, they go through this trauma. And the top two would probably have to be being raised by a single mother, being molested, or at some point, a combination of both. See, but for Mr. Santana to sit up here and act like this is an everyday war zone out here against gay men, that's a stretch. This is the same Joker that was calling DJ Academic's FAG last week and was threatening to rape him, all because Act criticized the City Girls album sales. And the crazy part is that Act ended up damn near coming to tears on his live stream because he couldn't tell Saucy Santana what he really wanted to tell him, because he feared the repercussions of ending up offending the ABC Mafia. So, enough with the sob stories about oppression. Y'all's pity party ended with the Obama administration. Let's get on to the next topic. All right, what we got here? Styles P. We got Styles P and Sheik Luch on the Breakfast Club. All right, let's get to that. 1 second, people. All right. So we got Styles P and Sheik Luch on the Breakfast Club. I think this was either today or yesterday, but anyway, they were on there talking about rap lyrics and being held accountable, artists being held accountable for their lyrics. So let's get into that video and then we'll talk about what we think.
Joe saying he lied in about 95% of his songs.
I ain't mad at yo, dog. I ain't mad at him. He said, like he said, he also said they don't come at De Niro and you know all these people in their movies like that. Right. So I get it. And it's
all right, let's pause right there. Let's pause at De Niro because that's crazy. Come on, fam. Come on, man. See, I hate I really hate when these rappers do this bullshit. De Niro is an actor. Nobody over 7 years old who watches a movie thinks the actors are the real characters in real life. Rappers, and this is specifically from rappers, rappers boast and brag about being authentic on a regular basis. These niggas literally get on IG Live every other day and argue back and forth with other niggas about how real they are and what they're willing to do to one another. So you can't compare these niggas to actors, rappers to actors. It's not gonna fly. I've never ever seen Joe Pesci get on IG and threaten to really kill Robert De Niro. Stop. It's a really bad argument. And it doesn't make this quote unquote culture look any better. But let's get back to it.
And all the lyrics should not be used in court and all that, because we all entertaining. We all like making stuff up here and there, you know? Especially as you get older, it's like, dog, come on, man. I ain't killed
R&B singers is lying in 95% of their songs. I think the problem is with anything that's cultural and black or brown, where it's created with that, we get put on a...
Hold on real quick. Let me stop it right there. I hate to keep stopping the video, but for the life of me, yo, why do you niggas keep bringing Latinos in this shit? Like, for real, I wish you niggas would cut that shit out also. I got nothing respect for the brown Latino community, but you don't hear them ever using that phrase with us unless they trying to get something for free from the government. So the whole black and brown shit, I would steer away from it. Because when Latinos are advocating for themselves, they don't say black and brown. They don't. And I don't blame them for that, because I wouldn't do it either if I was Latino. But I think it just makes us look silly as black folks, man. Cut the black and brown shit out, man. You trying to make a point advocating for black people, make your point for us. But don't make points for people who ain't out here making points for you. And that, like I said, that's no disrespect. It is what it is.
Pedestal different than the whole world. And it's like its own set of rules, which is really sort of unfair. Like, you know what I mean? It is a fine line you have to walk being an artist, but you are, at the end of the day, an artist. Like, and I think people seem to forget that, but I think with all of the things that happens in the black and brown communities, that people...
There you go again.
Tend to put you on a pedestal that they want you on, and then when you don't live up to it, that kind of upsets them. But it is what it is. Like, and people have to start plain honest. As artists are human beings. Like, I think people think,
yeah, well, we gotta go through all that.
Yeah, like,
it's crazy.
They eat, shit, sweat, sleep, just like you do. They just famous. That doesn't make them more of a special person than to you, the listener who's out there listening right now. An artist is not a better human being, a more worthy human being than you. They're artists. That's it. They're good at their art and they're famous for it, but that doesn't mean they're the next born leader of the free world. That doesn't mean the words they say are relevant for everyone's living. That doesn't mean the things they want us to...
All right, let me stop right there. So, first off, don't get me wrong. I like Styles P. I like Sheek Louch. I like the Locks. But I gotta call a spade a spade. There is absolutely no accountability in what he's saying right now. There is no other genre of music that sees murder or sees their artists murdered at the rate that rappers do. No other genre of music promotes violence, perversion, and degenerate behavior as overtly, keyword, overtly, as rap music. So let's keep it a buck. I'm sure this conversation stems around the whole YSL Young Thug case. I'm sure. Look, if you're dumb enough to rap about crimes that you actually committed to the T, with specific details, to the T, the whole shebang, you telling it all in a rap song, my nigga, you get what you get. I don't feel sorry for you. So to hear these niggas making excuses for this type of shit is crazy. They're supposed to be OGs in the game at this point. Making excuses ain't gonna fix this problem. See, these artists are orchestrating the demise of our communities, and the taxpayers are tired of it. So you can make all the excuses in the world, that's not gonna stop the motherfucking rain. It's not gonna stop it. So if I was in one of their positions as an older rapper, older OG in the game, I would be like, yo, y'all niggas gotta stop what you're doing. Stop talking about that shit. Because people are gonna want action and answers. So it is what it is. Let's continue.
Raise y'all kids, man.
You gotta raise your own kid. You gotta be
Facts.
responsible. You should sit down and have conversation with them about reality and what's not reality, because like you said, they never say anything to the actors,
None
the
of that.
directors.
I gotta stop it again, bro. Talk to your kids. Come on, bro. I get it. I get it. It's everyone else's fault except the dumbass nigga that's painting himself out to be an authentic criminal. I mean, as I said earlier, I got mad respect for Styles P, but this is a piss poor argument, man. Let's go.
They never even say nothing to the record labels who are putting out the artists. They never say nothing to the radio stations. They never say nothing to the magazines. But you're gonna hold the poor kid from the ghetto responsible for trying to make it doing what he knows is popular genre. And America loves violence. The shit is built off of violence.
Absolutely.
Everybody loves Al Capone, John Dillinger, John Gotti. That they're not black.
But that's why John Gotti is sitting in a prison, rotting. John Gotti, Al Capone, all these niggas went to prison. So you're saying America loves this shit? Okay, America might love it, but they still lock them niggas up. America loved Tupac, but he got shot and killed and put in the ground, bro. So you can make all the excuses up you want for these artists, but there's real fucking consequences that come with promoting yourself to be an authentic criminal and then hiding behind the art.
America loves sex and violence.
Sells,
and money, it sells. It's a natural thing, but when it comes to black, it always reverts back, which is understandable because we have a right, a duty to take care of our community.
I think we put too much pressure on artists to be real, like to live up to their lyrics.
Word.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? If we just looked at it as entertainment, we wouldn't care. But then every now and then you get the rare brothers like yourself,
Yeah.
who really come from that.
Absolutely.
So we expect everybody to.
All right, there we go. My point exactly, man. I mean, after making all these excuses for the artist, then he admits to really being a criminal? Like, and then once again, you got Charlemagne the God blaming the consumer. But you got J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, all top selling artists in the same rap industry, same genre, and none of them are out here pretending to be gangsters. So if you're an artist with actual talent, you don't need to be a criminal. The whole premise of their argument is flawed. But we're gonna move into this Dr. Umar clip. Dr. Umar, and I ain't gonna hold you, man. I don't normally agree with Umar, but I saw some of this clip. I didn't see all of it. Somebody sent it to me earlier, so we're gonna play it. But from what I saw, he was saying, I agree with him, and that's a very rare occurrence where I agree with Umar Johnson. Let's get to it.
So you don't see anybody talking about the ramifications, the negative impact that hip hop has had on the black community. Now, the first thing the hip hop artist is going to say, I'm only rapping what I live. But you don't live it no more. The minute you start making money, you moved out the neighborhood. So why you still rapping about drugs and death when you don't live around that no more? That means you're a hypocrite. And if you're so dedicated to telling the ghetto tale, why did you move out the neighborhood? Why do you send your kids to private schools? So you live in a white neighborhood, you send your kids to white private schools, you moved out the black ghetto the minute you had enough money to do so, but yet you're telling me the reason you're still rapping about death, drugs, jail, and homicide is because that's the life you live. You don't live it no more. I don't see it. So you come to the community and give out a few turkeys. You come to the community and give out a few pair of sneakers. You come to the community and you throw a couple parties. And in exchange for some damn turkeys and chickens and some sneakers, you push death and destruction on our children for a living, and we're supposed to be okay with that because you dropped off some clothes and some turkeys. It's not acceptable until hip hop begins to be a blessing for the black community. Hip hop is an agent of white supremacy.
So, I mean, honestly, man, like I said, this is one of those occasions where I agree 100% with Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay? Hip hop is going to have to hold that L. At this point, this culture is fueling degeneracy in the black community and normalizing it more and more every day. I don't see this ending well if we keep this up. Point blank, period. I don't know what else to say. We can get on to the Charleston White, Cam Newton conversation. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, just know that at the conclusion of the conversation, I am going to open up the lines and we can, I'll be taking calls, taking feedback on what we've been talking about tonight. So we'll get to it. Let's get to this Charleston White Cam Newton interview. All right. Let's see. All right, we good there. All right. Now, real quick, I'm not going to hold y'all. If you haven't had a chance to catch this interview in its entirety, I strongly suggest that you do so, for sure. Charleston White was in rare form in this interview, and he didn't disappoint. So, although I disagreed a lot with what Cam Newton's positions were, or his stances or whatever, I can tell that Cam probably agrees more with Charleston than he'd like to admit to. But he's clearly, in this interview, trying to protect his interest in the celebrity world or the Hollywood world or whatever he's a part of. But anyway, let's get to it. Now, I've just selected a few portions of this video that I'd like to share because I want you to go back and watch the whole thing. But I picked just a couple that I'd like to go over. So we'll do that and then we'll get to the calls.
There's accountability. One thing I do believe in is making sure that I don't judge, right? Yeah. Even though in my religion I love it so much so that it reigns supreme of everything in my life, I think sometimes as Christians we can't have this judgmental attitude.
One of the first things some of the most devout Christians do when you go to church is, where you been? Mm-hmm. I ain't seen you. And so when you go, if you go to church and then you don't go to church and you come back to church, the church will make you feel shame in their judgmental approach. Well, where you been? We ain't seen you in a while. So I get it. It's a very, and I wouldn't identify as a Christian, but I have Christian values and beliefs. I believe in Jesus. I believe that he's the Son of God. I just don't take the title as a Christian. Man, I just believe. I just believe.
So what are you?
A believer.
That don't make you a Christian?
No. Because I also like to sin. And most Christians don't admit that they like to sin.
But you do understand that Jesus died for all our sins.
Yeah, that's why I sin. That's why I sin and just say, I pick my sins wisely.
Okay, but you know you're not perfect.
I don't want to be perfect.
I think that is true, but my saying is most Christians don't admit that they like to sin. Most people can't admit to the sins that they do.
That they like to do. See, some that we do, but we also got some secret ones that we like to do.
But that's everybody. That's not Christians, Muslim, Hinduism. That's just everybody as humanity.
Now watch this. He's gonna make a great point here, and I want y'all to note throughout this show, Charleston White is going to be obliterating all of Cam Newton's counterpoints. Watch this next point he brings up.
When the FBI studied Malcolm and when they studied Martin, one went and spoke and came back to the hotel and prayed and talked on the phone with his wife, and they don't have no dirt on him. He was Muslim. The other one went and spoke and came back to the room and partied and fucked like a motherfucker in every town he went to. That was the Christian. So it's a difference. One was
I'm gonna let him continue.
Studied full time.
How you know that though?
Because
now you're using my power trying to bring all this speculation to Martin Luther King.
Because it's documented evidence. The FBI said that Malcolm X was a saint compared to the doctor. It's very well documented that Dr. Martin Luther King was just like any man. He was a whoremongering preacher. It's documented. Compared to Malcolm, who has no documentation of doing anything such like the preacher. See the difference?
I hear exactly what you're saying, but that doesn't necessarily rectify you not being unknown to your religion. I think.
I don't want to be a religious man.
So let's stop it right there. Let's start right there, because I think he made a great point. And you can see he's got Cam fumbling and mumbling all over the place. The comparison that he made between Dr. King and Malcolm X was spot on. But the crazy part is that back then, the media would have had you believe that Malcolm X was a demon straight out of the gates of hell. For sure. For sure, they would have had you thinking that. However, in actuality, Malcolm X was probably a better Christian than 99% of Americans in America at the time. Malcolm X was telling people what they needed to hear as opposed to what he felt was good for them to hear at the time. And they demonized him for it. The very same way they demonized Charleston White, Kevin Samuels, or Larry Elder. They treat them all the same way. Or you could go to the opposite side of the spectrum. You can go all the way to the left. They demonize people like Antonio Moore and Yvette Carnell because they tell people the truth that they don't want to hear. These people are all demonized by popular culture of black society because their messages don't fit the mainstream media's narrative. Every single day it happens. Let's get to this next part. I want to skip ahead a little bit. Like I said, we're not going to watch the whole video. We're just going to watch certain parts that I think were important. All right, here we go.
I see Charleston White, right? And I know of really what you stand for. I respect what you stand for. How it's articulated sometimes is something like, why you gotta go all the way over there? For example, this is quote unquote coming out of what you said. Fuck Deion Sanders and his sons for leaving Jackson State. Fuck Nipsey Hussle. Fuck King Von. Fuck Jay-Z.
Yeah, fuck them niggas.
What? That ain't cooning?
Nah.
What enlighten me?
They don't say that niggas say fuck LeBron James. LeBron James get mistreated more than any athletes in the world. I ain't saying that for white people.
But niggas don't say that.
Niggas ain't my kind of niggas. These niggas go to white people stadiums and buy popcorn and hot dogs.
So you never been to a football game?
I do, but I ain't paid for it. And I don't buy no hot dogs and popcorn.
So what you do?
I really don't watch sports at all.
So what's your thing?
Strip club, hoes, and po nigga babies. And not fucking they mamas. Like the little league football coach. See, I'm the nigga in the projects and in the ghetto that give away the toys, make sure the kids get and don't touch their mama's pussies. I ain't like them other niggas. So I can say fuck Dion, cause nigga, Dion coached in my city before with Prime. Nigga, I know the East Side Falcons used to play, so I know about Dion.
And that ain't respect worthy for you to say, you know, even though.
No, that ain't respect worthy. Because what I saw was, and I ain't really saying fuck Dion, I'm telling black people to say fuck Dion. Because what happened, we took our love and our support to Colorado and we forgot about all these HBCUs that's winning or losing. We ain't said high five them. We don't know one black coach at HBCU.
Okay, now stop.
So here we go. I did a show on this last year. I did a show on this shit last year when he first made that announcement that he was leaving Jackson State. Now, I respect Deion Sanders' business decision on the surface level. But Deion was the same nigga I was professing to be the messiah of HBCUs. Deion was the same nigga that told you niggas that God sent him on a mission to do it. The same nigga who gave a whole speech about the importance of black players committing to HBCUs, and then as soon as he got offered more money, what did he do? He hightailed his ass right on out of town. And then what did he do? He came out, lied to you niggas at the press conference with a straight face, a straight bald face too. And all y'all niggas ate that bullshit up. But let's continue though.
Because like I said, behind everything that you say has some truth. But to that, I would suggest you say in that statement, I ain't gonna say per se, fuck Dion. But look, let's leave that part out.
I'm saying it.
But what we receive would be like, yo, even though Deion Sanders had to make a professional decision to go chase a bag that Jackson State didn't necessarily have, let's not forget about the other HBCU coaches that's out there.
Let me just say, Deion knew they didn't have the bag when he took that on. It was already an agreement that we know we go struggle. He even agreed to give portions of that to that facility. He already knew this. The white folks just came and do what they always do. Come get the nigga and take the attention that he was gonna bring to the spotlight on the HBCU. Now this big old light that could have been on these HBCU is now on this one white school that's 92% white.
So let me ask you this. If you was in Deion Sanders' situation, you would have stayed at Jackson State?
No. You missing what I'm saying.
You missing what I'm saying.
I ain't saying fuck Deion. Deion done what he was supposed to do as a hub and the coach. I'm saying fuck the hub and then the coach. Nigga, we don't rally behind no nigga that'll sell out for the white man job. Nigga, go get with the nigga that's still with the niggas down there on that field with them hoes in it, like the schools and the shoes. That nigga, we always had a Negro league. Stay in the Negro league, my nigga. Why you gonna take our best and our brightest? So you done went and took the best and the brightest players over here for who to benefit? Not your people. And you done took all your people with their fame and their support for who? A school that's 92% white, and y'all ain't gave not one game to the black HBCU. Not Grambling, not Pratt, not one. No celebrity. So you're gonna come over here and rally all the best and the brightest players to come over here on Whitey's porch. And you the bait, sir. You and your son, y'all the bait. Nah, my nigga, I ain't with that. So I'm saying fuck him and his son. Nigga, why y'all ain't doing this same support for these little league football teams in y'all city that help them babies get to where Deion is? They don't get that kind of support. They stand on the corners and have the cheerleader little girl looking like hoes dancing, begging for money with buckets.
Okay, now let me.
That's just a little league fundraiser.
Let's just keep it a buck. All right. Honestly, it make me feel a certain type of way.
Now I'm gonna get to King Von and Nip, but we on Deion right now.
Yeah, we on Deion. It just make me feel a certain type of way because I respect Deion and what Deion got going on. So it's hard for me to hear you say that in a way where I know Deion Sanders' impact in our culture has did way more than anybody else in this.
All right, so let me stop him right there. Because I like Cam Newton. I respect Cam Newton, but like I can't respect any of his talking points that he's making. But I do understand he's trying to protect his interest or whatever he has left in Hollywood. So, first off, and I know Charleston's he's going to address this comment as well about the culture later on in the show. But why in the hell are niggas so caught up on this exploitive culture that we have been so severely indoctrinated in? I mean, y'all do understand we're in last place because of this very same culture. Matter of fact, let me show you some of Dion's actual impact on the culture. Let's go to it. It's Dion. Is this you niggas king? Coach Prime. Is this him? Alex got it stomping though. Is this him? Let's go, man. We ain't playing no games with you niggas tonight. Let's go.
Lip Sync Battle, hosted by LL Cool J. New episodes Thursdays at 10 on Spike.
Where we at? Where we at? Oh, let's go back, man. Before I talk my shit, let's leave it back. Let's leave the picture back where it need to be. There we go. Where we at, man? But y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all just gonna ignore it. Y'all just gonna ignore it. Cause he's getting that bag. See, here we have a self-proclaimed man of the cloth, the preacher man himself, singing like a goddamn virgin, wearing a blonde wig and a damn wedding dress on national television. Again, I ask, is this your king?
Blood clot. Take the weed and leave the money now.
Take the what and left the what? Come on, man. Hey, real quick, we 1,000 subscribers up. We celebrating our first taste of monetization. Let's go, man.
The king in the north! The king in the north!
All right, man, back to this nigga Dion, man. Let me get this nigga off the screen. Shit is a disgrace. This shit is a motherfucking disgrace. And I told you niggas, I ain't listen, man. Let's go. I ain't never liked no motherfucking Deion Sanders. Nigga, I'm a Redskins fan. I couldn't fucking stand Deion Sanders. Now, as a man and a father, no disrespect to the man, do your thing. But as a football character, I can't stand the nigga at all. Never have, never will. Let's go back though, man. This y'all mans. Coach Prime. This y'all mans. got white boy Justin Bieber in the corner laughing at this nigga. Like, look at this silly ass old nigga in a dress. Come on, bro. That's y'all mans. That's y'all mans. Come on, man. Coach Prime. Coach Prime, leader of the fucking last place in the Pac-12 Colorado Buffaloes. All right. Let's get back to the video. Sorry, guys.
Society that
what impact have Deion had?
He brought notoriety to a space that, in essence, really wasn't there before.
What, Denver, Colorado? He brought notoriety to Colorado.
To Jackson State. He brought notoriety to Jackson State.
Then he took it where?
To Colorado. Okay. Now, to make my point, all right? So I'm asking you, Charleston White. You go to a, matter of fact, can we keep it funky?
Mm-hmm.
What's the most that you've ever gotten to do or to be Charleston White?
$40,000 for a 2-day interview.
Okay, $40,000. Now, if you could say, I could change that $40,000 to $400,000, would you just leave that $40,000 or would you go get $400,000?
I'm gonna go get $400,000.
Is that not what Deion Sanders did?
Mm-mm.
Okay, what Deion Sanders did?
Deion's son is a star quarterback that he's trying to get to the league, and he's fathering his son to the league with nobody else's children in mind. And he's getting a pretty big check to do it. And what he's doing is he's robbing black people of their star power. He's robbing black people of their economics because he done took it and gave it to the white man. Because the space that you speak of, why not send it back there too? Why leave it here? Why the baby? Why Lil Wayne? Why all these major people don't go stand on the sideline of coaches that's not a celebrity? Why they don't do it to people who not celebrity? Why? Because this is what I know about black people. They worship and they idolize celebrities. That's why they are worshiping and idolizing Deion. They worship and idolize celebrities. And so I'm here to say, fuck them celebrities. From King Von to Nip, because when us regular people when we need help, they don't step down and come fuck with us.
That ain't true.
Man, I've been in the community for the last 12 years. Man, I know Deion lived in Prosper, Texas, Dallas, Texas. Deion was never there outside of his prime organization, football.
But that's him there, though.
But that's why I'm saying fuck him, because I was in the community with him. I was at the football game with him. I watched how his arrogance walked past the parents and the kids. I saw how arrogant he was to his people. He ain't loving. Man, I done fought with the police. I was at every city council meeting. So when the football and celebrity nigga go to talking, I said, man, y'all talking from up here. I'm talking from down here with these people. I'm in the schools, I'm in the juveniles, I'm in the jails, I'm in the prison. I'm standing on stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, most of the time I pause videos and talk more. But this the type of nigga you gotta let him cook. And Cam Newton, Jesus Christ, bro. A picture is worth 1,000 words.
And swearing on murder cases and capital murder cases. Man, y'all talking from up there. It's easy to say fuck y'all. Easy to say fuck Deion. And his son who driving a Rolls Royce, and these kids down here dropping out of school to go strip and sell pussy because they daddies don't have the money to send them because they can't eat, but he got a Rolls Royce that won't pay the parking fine. Now keep putting it in their face. Keep showing up, putting them watches in them kids' face. That's why y'all got robbed in UCLA. See, that's what I'm talking about. The Bible speaks for the least of those. Those kids up there ain't the least of those. That's why I talk about the poor nigga babies.
Okay, so can we keep it funky?
Yes, sir.
Charleston White, it sounds like you a hater.
Nah.
I gotta stop Cam right there. See, it never fails, bro. What's the first thing a Negro does when they can't argue sound logic? They call you a hater. But see, when a nigga call you a hater, that's because he can't really, mentally, he can't spar with you because he doesn't know what else to say. Once you present logic, fact, and reasoning, there's nothing else for a nigga to do but call you a hater. Unless it's a nigga like me. If you catch me with logic, facts, and reasoning, I'm like, damn, you know what, bro? Shit, you got me. You're right. But instead of doing that, Cam's resorting to Negro behavior. You're a hater. Sounds like you're a prime hater. No. This nigga just gave you example after example after example why Prime gets the treatment that he gets.
Alex got his stomping though.
Let's continue though, man.
No. I'm a realist.
No, because you're talking about materialistic things.
No.
Favor ain't fair.
I'm talking about socialism and classism. We ain't talking about favor.
No, but
when you put it in their face, that ain't favor. Because favor is meek, mild, and humble.
So you mad that Shadur
No. I'm glad they got robbed.
Cartier,
I'm glad they got robbed. I'm glad they got robbed. I'm glad every school he went to, he done been robbed.
That's cooning.
No, it ain't.
That's cooning.
No, it ain't.
Cause you bring it. So see, cause why I say that's cooning is you turning your story and your beliefs, using your platform to tear down a person who's bringing notoriety to something that wasn't there.
Well, they using their platform to tear down the black school by not giving them the light. Because the black school had, this is what I'm saying, black people for the last 2 years when he was at Jackson State, y'all was HBCU hashtagging. I'm talking about you couldn't get on the internet and not see HBCU hashtag. What happened, y'all?
I ain't gonna hold you. I couldn't stand you HBCU hashtags. Nigga. I ain't gonna say I couldn't stand you, but you know, I got my feelings about HBCUs. But this man is absolutely correct.
Y'all cooning now with the white man with Colorado University. Y'all cooning now. What happened to the HBCU hashtags? That's all I'm saying. What happened? I'm still HBCU hashtagging while I'm cooning.
Yes, sir.
And I'm still showing up at the HBCU buying HBCU girl and rocking it on the major platform. I don't see nobody HBCUing it like me. So who cooning?
So I'm gonna tell you this. You just sit up there and told me that you made $40,000 in 2 days. Mm-hmm. And you also just told me that if you had an opportunity to make $400,000, you would take that. So the fact that hold on,
let me just say, I turned down a $5 million deal with Aiden Ross and Kick to take a $500,000 deal with niggas. I turned down a $5 million deal with Aiden Ross and Kick to come over here to sign a $500,000 deal with niggas so I can stay with my people. Yeah, they say I'm dumb and stupid. Yeah, I turned down $5 million so I can go sign $500,000. So I can stay with these niggas. I ain't want to sell out and go beat up them white folks. Take all my star power over there with Kick and Aiden Ross with them Jews. I wasn't finna do that, my nigga. I stayed with the niggas. Culture TV. Don't even know if they can give me the whole $500,000. But nigga, I stayed with my people, my nigga. My spirit wouldn't let me do it. So I don't give a damn what Dion taught. Nigga, I sacrificed for it. Yeah, when I told them white folk I'm not leaving my people, they took back it's a curriculum. And for those that know, it's a curriculum called Thinking for a Change. When Obama implemented the My Brother's Keepers initiative, there's a curriculum that's called Thinking for a Change. It's damn near $100,000 curriculum. White folk gave it to me. But they said, Charleston, we want you. We don't want your people. I said, if you take me away from my people, you diminish the value of who I am for my people. I'm gonna say it again. When you take me away from my people, you diminish the value of who I am for my people. And I refuse to do that. And Dion diminished his value.
Look at my African.
And that, my friends, is why I rock with Charleston Wright. All the jokes and inflammatory statements that he makes aside. At the end of the day, this man stands on his square and answers to no one. None of your favorite Negroes can say that. Not even Deion Sanders. That nigga go where he want, does what he want, says what the fuck he wants.
Alex got his stomping though.
And he still fuck with y'all niggas for some reason. He better than me. I tell you that. He way better than me.
His people for his people to go over there. You got enough money where you ain't got to. How much money you want? I don't want 100 million. I don't want a billion. It's that much harder to get in heaven if you believe that word. I don't want 100 million, my nigga. I want to walk amongst my people. I want to be able to go to the bottom of the least of those. He can't do that. Him know his son, they go rob him. I ain't been robbed yet, and I show up with no security. I done said fuck Nipsey, I done said fuck the Crips, fuck Raymond Washington. I done disrespected everything these niggas done kill for, and I travel with no security. They can't do that up there.
Nah, that don't mean you ain't been looking over your shoulder.
I ain't been looking over my shoulder. I just went to sleep. I just went to sleep in the barber shop and got hit in the head with the pistol in the hood. It's viral on the net. I didn't look over my shoulder in the hood. I went to sleep. I ain't looking over my shoulder. I went to sleep in the barber shop chair. Nigga come hit me, a killer. I didn't look over my shoulder. Nigga, I went to sleep. It's pictures of me sleeping in a strip club right here. I ain't looking over my shoulder. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I speak against evil.
Okay, let me ask you this. So you think if Deion Sanders go sitting in that barber chair, you think he gonna get hit with a pistol without no security?
He gonna get robbed and hit.
No.
You lying to me?
No.
You lying. He getting robbed right now.
That's cat.
Him and his son getting robbed right now. He got robbed in Jacksonville. But see, Deion coached football. I address killers in the neighborhood. I address the niggas who kill in our communities. Deion don't. I address the gangbangers who do wrong.
But you just got pistol whipped though.
No, I didn't get pistol whipped. I got hit.
What's the difference?
A hit and pistol whip is a different thing, nigga.
You got hit.
I got hit in the head and jumped up, nigga, and I ain't get hit no.
That's what the one part where I'm gonna say Charleston White was capping. Hitting with a pistol and pistol whipped is the same thing, bro. You got pistol whipped for sure. But it's all good. I mean, you was asleep, nigga ran up on you. I mean, like you said, he wasn't looking over his shoulder. But nah, my nigga, you got pistol whipped.
No more. Cause I know what to do when a nigga hit me. I ain't get hit no more.
What you do?
Nigga, I went to work.
Oh, y'all was fighting?
No, I went to work. That's it. I went to work.
What that mean?
I ain't get hit no more.
So
you just do it. This ain't even been a week.
Yeah, but y'all was fighting.
I got hit sleep.
And then
listen, how I'm gonna fight, get hit sleep, and a nigga hit? I'm dazed when a nigga hit me, so I ain't no fight. Nigga, I went to grabbing.
So you got hit and y'all got the.
I went to grabbing shit. Nigga didn't touch me no more. I went to grabbing shit. Nigga, you don't hit me no more.
But did you hit him back?
How I'm gonna hit? I'm dazed. If the nigga hit you with a pistol sleep, how you gonna wake up? Nigga, you dazed. He got you. I'm sleep like this here.
So this is what I'm telling you.
I wake up, nigga, and grab the closest thing I could as a weapon till I can come to, and it ended. So this is what I'm saying. Deion coached football. I address killers. I say fuck Nipsey, Rolling 60, and if you kill in my community, I'm gonna say you did it, nigga. You don't get to ride around here and holler no snitching. Who did that killing? I'm the nigga come out and say they shot that baby. And you bitch ass nigga better turn y'allself in, nigga, and we ready to go to war with that. See, Deion don't do that.
Who is, when you say we, who?
Me. And I got some niggas go to war.
Okay.
Now I got some niggas go to war, homie.
See, this is the thing, Charleston. Like, I think everything that you're saying has some truth to it. It's just the delivery. You standing, there's no denying that you're standing for and by your people.
And this is what Cam fucked up. And they all fucked up when they talk about this nigga's delivery. Let's go.
When you addressing evil, you can't worry about the delivery. When you looking at the conditions of our community, you can't worry about the evil when you got kids that kill kids and say we smoking on Tuka. See, they wasn't worried about the delivery when these kids in Chicago were talking about smoking on Tuka. They wasn't worried about the delivery. I ain't got no manners for no slut. I'm gonna put my thumb in her butt. The delivery? I like girls kissing girls where I'm from, and that's on the radio. Girls on girls, that's promoting lesbianism to my daughter as we driving to school. This song they playing with Drake. Y'all worried about the delivery? These niggas talking about killing each other. They really, that nigga Thug said, nigga, I shot at your mama. You don't mention me no more. He really shot that nigga mama. And y'all worried about my delivery? These niggas are confessing to murders on songs. And y'all worried about my delivery? The conditions of black sucking them, talking about booty holes. Y'all worried about my delivery? Come on, don't be hypocrite, black people. Y'all can't listen to this music if y'all so caught up in my delivery.
I mean, straight up, there is no denying the validity of what this man is saying. I hear so many black folks make excuses for that toxic ass music that is sickening at this point. And like he said, how the hell are you this mad at him, but you niggas is banging YSL, you banging King Von on a regular basis? I mean, there's no argument at this point. There's no argument. Cam should at least admit that he's right. But the culture won't let him do it. Let's go.
Don't do me like that. And the way y'all snap and pop y'all pussies to this music, the way y'all kill and drill to this music, don't trip about my delivery. Hey, yo, Easy, why you wear your pants like that? I wear my pants like that because that's easy access, baby. Easy, why you talk like that? I talk like that to get my point across. Because when I wasn't talking like that, wearing a bow tie, y'all wasn't paying me no attention, and I was going to the Supreme Court changing laws and legislation in this country. I was working with over 50 U.S. congressional members, from Ted Cruz to Mark Rubio, Senator John Cornyn. I was on the front page of the American Bar Association Journal. I had done a study with News 21, Walter Cronkite School of Journalism. Y'all wasn't paying attention then. So nigga, I gave y'all what y'all want. A ignorant motherfucking nigga that talk like them rappers.
The first of his
now
name.
Y'all listening. Now y'all paying attention, huh? I got y'all attention, checkmate. Now let me tell y'all what y'all need to hear. We fucked up as a race of people since y'all so caught up into my delivery. 5% of children now are catching HIV from ages 13 to 21. What y'all worried about? 85% of the new chlamydia, all the new cases of teenagers. What y'all so caught up about? Nigga, only 35% of most kids in inner cities can read on or above their grade level. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Your kid can't read. Come on, my nigga. So if we gonna be real, let's be real. I'm not bashing the black woman in her BBLs. I'm not
Let it be known, I'm doing that. I'm doing that.
Bashing the black woman because she wearing eyelashes. I'm not fucking with the sister because she got too many baby daddies.
I'm doing that.
I'm addressing men, boys and men, from Deion Sanders and his son to black people following a cult-like man, but won't support local. How can black people give all this energy to one man and all these other black coaches from high school to college? Why is it just this one man? And we abandon hashtag HBCUs, just like we abandoned no justice, no peace for George Floyd. Are we still mad about George Floyd? Are we still mad about police shooting? Is that why we not kneeling no more? Are we still boycotting the NFL? What happened to all these things? What happened? Nigga, because I'm still stuck on Tamir Rice while y'all stuck on my delivery. I'm still mad why ain't now motherfucker tore up the country behind Tamir Rice. Baby Tamir Rice at that. Since we so in tune. See, I know a kid by the name of Dacian Steptoe who killed a high-ranking police officer by the name of Officer Garrett Hull. They called him Rambo. After he killed Officer Garrett Hull, rather than them taking Dacian Steptoe to jail, they executed him on the spot. Broke his arm in two.
This nigga up here taking Cam to school, bro. And the thing is, Cam know he want to say he right. Cam know he want to say he right, but he's never gonna do it. Let's go.
So I'm saying to myself, man, why these people so caught up on my delivery when all these police shoot, nigga, ain't nobody died for nothing yet. See, nigga, I done put my life on the line to die for a family who the police was threatening. I ain't see now nigga on the front lines. So when I see celebrity niggas from football players to basketball players to rapping niggas, I say, man, them niggas can't talk to me, homie, the kind of work I done put in. Them niggas ain't got no business saying a motherfucking thing to me. Nigga, I really been feeding the community. Nigga, if you go to my city, nigga, if I talk to mayor, listen, these niggas just be talking. So now, nigga, I really get offended. That's why I say, fuck Dion. That nigga lived in Dallas, Fort Worth for over 20 years. That nigga ain't known for doing nothing in the community, my nigga. Nothing. Fuck his son has been favored to get to drive a Rolls Royce, nigga, when half the kids can't even pay college tuition where we from. Let alone drive a Rolls Royce and not pay parking fee. Robbing, my nigga, that's what we doing anyway to our rich cousins. If we go be real, the poor black and the rich black don't get along, so let's play like we don't. If the rich Dion come down there, he go get robbed and hit upside his head too. Them niggas will rob their mama. Let's just be real, homie. But I ain't left them people. I still go back to get my haircut with them. I still pass out turkeys. I still give them Christmas toys. When they call to get their kids out of trouble, I'm still there. I ain't left them yet. With my stardom, Dion left. I ain't showed up in a bunch of kids' life and promised them that we go grow together. And my first chance I got, nigga, I left them and took the money. You know what I just did? I just left this whole group of kids right here with some more abandonment issues because they were seeing me as a father figure. Y'all just see him as a coach. They were seeing a daddy, a father, just the presence of that man. Just the presence of that man in them boys' life, homie. And you take that from them? You take that from them? You take the limelight from them, you take all that from them, you strip them from that, and now they back in the dark? They back in the dark? Shh, come on, my nigga. I'm starting to resent black people.
Don't do that.
Nigga, next year I'm gonna be hollering fuck black people.
I totally get it. I totally get that. All right, well, look, let's get to this last part. I want to show y'all real quick so we can get to the calls and we can close this thing out. So we're going to get to this last part and we can go from there. All right. Bear with me, people. You know, I'm doing this on my own. All right, bam, we here. Bam.
Cam want me to tell y'all what I really feel. Now I know I'm gonna bring my real motherfucking feelings to the internet. So here we go. All right? Most people relate to their upbringing, their environment, their background, how you was raised and where you was raised, it's a big part of who you are and how you engage the world. So naturally, I'm gonna sympathize with the players who may feel abandoned by their father figure coach, right? So I share that abandonment that these kids may feel because I don't play football, right? So I can't put myself in the shoes of a football player. I can put myself in the shoes of a man who would choose to take a better job to take care of his family, or to take a job to advance kids that feel abandoned. I got a couple of them in my phone. You got a few coaches that feel neglected. You got some staff members that felt wronged. I look from their position. The abandonment issues, the kids who had hopes, who had just transferred to their school, who probably wasn't as good as the ones who could start on the football team, what was there because of his leadership and his guidance, and you abruptly take that from them. Nobody's talking about that. Not only do you abruptly take that from them, they're now pushed back into non-existence. They don't exist no more. They back in darkness. When you do the 60-minute special, and I hate to repeat this, but I'm gonna repeat it. there were many people in Jacksonville who was offended by the special because they only showed one element, the poor bad side of Jacksonville, and there's a vibrant side of it. So to take, I'm not really mad at Deion, homie. I'm saying.
So you can see where he coming from, like.
No, I can't, because I'm telling you, homie, I wouldn't have done it.
Okay, that's cool, but
because
can you see where he at though?
But no, I don't. Well, he's not on top because now he's in question. They're already saying that he's not. So you're already looking at the critics. He's on top in black people's eyes, but he's not on top in the alumni's eyes. He's not on top in the eyes of the sports critics. He just had to fire his offensive coordinator. So he's not on top in our eyes. He don't have a 50-50 winning season. Black people are the only ones saying, well, they won one game last year. They wasn't even expected to. Man, everybody's expected to win, even when you come from losing.
But hold on, that's what you speeding now. Now you talking my language, because now you talking about he's already superseded expectations in Colorado.
Well, two more games, right?
That's fine. It don't matter if it was a half a game. You can't minimize.
So let me just say. So let's fuck the.
Hold up. I'd like to say something real quick. Fuck that. Let's clear this shit up right now. Deion Sanders is right on par with the Colorado University Buffaloes program win-loss average for the past 8 years. Over the past 8 years, they on average win 4 games and almost always come in last place in the Pac-12 division. There ain't nothing to celebrate. And then y'all want to swear me down that this nigga made black history. Well, you're wrong about that too. Mel Tucker was just the coach of Colorado in fucking 2019 to 2020. And he won 5 games. And he ain't talk half the amount of shit that Deion talked. Jeannie got a better job and got $90 million. Where did he go? Michigan State or something? I don't know. He went somewhere over there in the Midwest and fucked that bag up, fucking with a straggler. Nah, real quick. In dedication to Mel Tucker. Nigga fucked up $90 million in Michigan fucking with a straggler. I don't know how you do that. All right, let's get back to the conversation. Shit.
Games, homie, look how much money this white school done benefit from all this black support. They couldn't get this from their white support. They couldn't get this from them. We came and made them people from buying tickets from $462 for the whole season to nigga just one seat costing this. The only way we get free is economics, not by jobs. So imagine what we could have done had we kept this in the Negro League. What happened to the Negro League, brothers? Our best and our brightest is gonna keep going over there. Every time we build something good, they gonna keep buying it out, BET. Every time we build something good, they gonna keep destroying it, Black Wall Street. They gonna keep taking it from us.
I'm gonna give you an example. I heard this from a black-owned apparel company by the name of Actively Black, Lenny Smith, right? I was out with him and his lady, and he shared this story about one of his mentors who was an investor in Actively Black. He said, well, I asked him, I said, yo, would you ever sell Actively Black to like a juggernaut apparel company, Nike, Puma, Adidas, XYZ. He said, you know what? I never will. But I will tell you a story that I asked a person who sold his company to a Caucasian person and got a lump sum, $1 billion, right? And he asked him, he said, yo, why did you do that? The man responded and said, I did that because that capital that I got with that money, I was able to impact my community with that, to give more entrepreneurs that look like me opportunity with the money that the
Stop the cap.
white man gave me. So when you're trying to raise capital, it's not necessarily, you don't have to sell your company. You can go to a person who looks like you that has the same green dollars, blue dollars, yen currency, and you can still consider yourself a minority or a black company. So when you see a person like Deion Sanders doing these certain type of things, you want him to sacrifice? Okay, cool. But he's opening opportunities.
Cam. My bro, stick to football and podcasting. See, the shit he's bringing up right now has nothing to do with this conversation and doesn't even sound like the truth. If you want to keep it a buck, I feel like he's not even telling the truth. Nonetheless, how does any of this compare with how Deion was hired as a coach in Colorado? How does any of this have anything to do with that? Anyways, let's continue. Just wanted to make that point.
For black people to be able to have opportunity in ways that we never have had. Now, to your point, now, this is trickling over into what I know for a fact, right? With Deion Sanders being who and being as impactful as he is, right? Now, the white man is saying, hey, we need that type of impact. I seen a advertisement commercial with Colorado watching their games. And you know how they do, like in the science labs on campus and all this and all that. And the tagline was, that's prime. That's prime. Oh, boom. The student said.
You can tell how infatuated with prime that this nigga actually is. But real niggas don't give a fuck about none of this shit that Cam Newton is saying right now. All respect to Cam Newton. I'm glad he put this podcast out. But bro, you sound fucking crazy right now. Prime did this and they're like, there's prime. Nobody gives a shit about that. Not a real nigga. Maybe you as a former football player who wants to be maybe looked at like that. Maybe you want to get a job at a white college and you want all the kids in the college to be like, there's Cam. But regular people don't give a fuck about any of this shit. We don't. We really don't.
That's prime. Boom, you may have seen it too. And I was saying to that as a way to say, okay, now these universities are saying to them, to themselves, like, yo, maybe we do need to hire more African Americans because, hold on, stay with me. When you look in the NFL, there's not a lot of minority head coaches.
The sad part is he thinks he's saying something deep. This shit ain't deep, bro. With all due respect, this is not deep. Let's go.
Just okay. Up under head coach, you got coordinators. There's not a lot of minority defensive or offensive coordinators. Or let's look higher than the head coach. There's not a lot of minority GMs. Or let's look higher than the GM. There's not a lot of minority owners. But what Deion has been able to do with saying, hey, his impact has been good for business. So therefore, with his impact being good for business, potentially there could be another minority that could come behind him and make even greater impact because of the likes of Deion Sanders.
All right. So on that note, let's stop it right there. Let's stop it right there. So I hope it's clear to you guys what we're witnessing in this video. Charleston White is what mainstream media fears the most, especially from black folks. The ability to use critical thinking skills. That's the biggest threat. Now, with Cam on the other hand, you're witnessing the last of the old guard in black mainstream thought. I still say salute to Cam for airing this interview and for even letting this shit take place, right? I think it was necessary. But respectfully, he got obliterated this entire episode, and the last point he made kind of sums up his stances throughout the course of the show. You could sit here and hit these Negroes with all the common sense and logic in the world, and they'll just turn around and spew out a whole motherfucking word salad full of emotional and symbolic emphasis that don't solve anything. Deion, quote unquote, getting the bag doesn't help black people. Or even more specifically, doesn't help black people who are in the football industry. It doesn't help them accomplish anything. Deion is being used as a court jester to sell some seats, and Charleston pointed that out to a T. I tell you what though, I'm gonna drop the link to the chat. I'm gonna pin it to the top so that if anybody wants to call in and discuss the situation, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, so give me a second. I'm gonna put the link to the chat in the description. Then we're gonna go to a quick commercial break so that we can get all the calls in queue. And we can talk about this shit. If not, when I get back and if there's no calls in queue, we'll just get the fuck out of here. No big deal. All right, let's do it. All right. Entering the link in the chat. All right. Start to the top of YouTube. Start to the top of Facebook. And also what I can do is I'm gonna do this. Oh shit, I can't do that. All right. Oh yeah, so yeah, it should be starred to the link. So we're going to a quick commercial break. The link is up. Let's get it.
Yeah, yeah, my son so dumb, my son so dumb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My son so dumb, IQ 21. He tried to make friends, but they call him Ching Chong. He eat the wonton, but he fat like Kim Jong. He's so ugly when he smile, he look like the King Kong. My son useless, can't play ping pong. He tried to get a date with the girl Soo Young, but she said hell no, cause he not the handsome. And my son so broke, can't buy the dim sum. Yeah, 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 yeah. My son so dumb, my son so dumb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My son is so dumb, yeah. He texts Mingly, but she picked me. Too bad he broke, can't buy the milk tea. If he talk back to me, then he get his ass beat. Cause if you try me, then I do the Tai Chi. Just listen to your mommy and go eat the kimchi. Or I sell your kidney for $2.50. Do not think I forgot you got being Chinese. Ancestor look down on you, go say sorry. Yeah, 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 yeah. My son so dumb, my son so dumb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My son is so dumb, yeah. My son so dumb, IQ 21. He tried to make friends, but they call him Ching Chong. He eat the wonton, but he fat like Kim Jong. He's so ugly when he smile, he look like the King Kong. My son useless, can't play ping pong. He tried to get a date with the girl so young, but she said hell no, cause he not the handsome. And my son so broke, can't buy the dim sum. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My son so dumb, my son so dumb, yeah, yeah, yeah. My son is so dumb, yeah, 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 yeah. My son so dumb, my son so dumb, yeah, yeah, yeah. My
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life. Fresh goes better, Mentos fresh. Fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
हरामी गैंग यहाँ भूखे सब हरा माल रात वक्त यहाँ आके राती सबकी लाल चिल्लम का टान मारो बॉम्ब वाला शॉट समर और विंटर हमेशा रहते हॉट लॉन्डियों को भाव नहीं सकती अपना स्वैग में भी आके कभी देख I'm a black nigger I'm a black nigger रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में बीट है हेडफोन में बीट बजे कागज में गीत मी के black nigger I'm a black nigger रांची के स्ट्रीट से हाथों में बीट है हेडफोन में बीट बजे कागज में गीत लिखे ब्लैक निगर I'm a black nigger जिगरी जो यार है चाहे तो चार है सब वफादार यहाँ फाड़ देते गाड़ है उंगली करे कोई हमें उंगली उनकी तोड़ दे दूर रहता उनसे जो लोग मतलब में मुंह मोड़ दे भाई पगला गया गाना मेरा सुन वो भी बोले मेरा भाई I'm a black nigger I'm a black nigger रांची
All right, we're back. We're back. And no big deal. Looks like we have no callers. No worries. I'm a little twisted anyway. I'm almost done this goddamn celebratory bottle of champagne. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, understand we are now monetized. Trippin' Ain't Easy TV is now monetized. We have finally reached our goal, our first goal of 1,000 subscribers. Of course, our next is 10,000. So help us get there. Share the video, like the video, leave a comment in the comment section below. Other than that, though, ladies and gentlemen, I got nothing else. So I'm gonna let the motherfucking Yeezy Choir close us out tonight.
Is there anyone out there who still isn't clear about what doing drugs does? Okay, last time. This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
This is your brain. And this is heroin. This is what happens to your brain after snorting heroin. And this is what your body goes through. Wait, it's not over yet. This is what your family goes through. And your friends and money. And your drugs and your self-respect and your future. Any questions?
It may be a bad shot, but this is real. I mean, the bones, that's real.
Yeah, my bones, yeah. I'm 5'7" and thin. I can understand what you mean.
But that's not just thin.
No, what is it? Diane, tell me. Do you know?
It's scary thin.
I can believe what you feel. I can believe that. But do you really know? Do you really know?
No, you know.
Thank you.
Anorexia.
No way.
They've written it.
No way.
Bulimia.
No way.
That it's because of drugs.
No. Mm-mm. Now, I grant you, I partied. But there have been times when I know I was going through a lot of emotional stress, and my eating habits were awful.
Whitney dying. Crack rehab fails.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Let's get that straight, okay?
If you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me, maybe?
Hey, tell everybody where you at. Tell everybody Jungle Juice is the place to be.
Jungle Juice is the place to motherfucking be.
If you were worried about where I've been and who I saw, or what club I went to with the homies, baby, don't worry, you know that you got me. I'm never worried about where I'm at or who I saw, or what club I go to with the homies, baby, don't worry, I know that they got me.
This is the place to be, Tulum 2023, Jungle Juice.
Holla.